Hello friends, this year is coming to an end and now is the time to collect releases of my favorite genres of fantasy and science fiction with the best movies and series. This release will be dedicated to science fiction movies. The collection will be released a little later. So subscribe and don't forget to follow the updates, warm up with a delicious tea and enjoy the show. Against the backdrop of so many long-awaited releases in the first half of 2022, the film became an unexpected surprise in which Michaela, the legendary action movie actress, plays an aging Chinese immigrant. She and her family live on the upper floor of a family laundry and things are not going well. They can't seem to handle the bank paperwork. She seems to be in her own separate reality and dreams of expanding the business. Soon, Evelyn finds herself caught up in an incredible adventure in different universes and a myriad of different lives that she could only dream of living. In this enlightening adventure, she can save herself and her family only by reaching the truth and revelations that unite all variations and possibilities of all dimensions. The film quickly became the highest-grossing film for the 24 Film Company thanks to its inventive visual effects created with a limited budget. The film manages to create a chaotic action and comedy adventure, as well as an emotional story about family, raising children and belonging. 10 years after the events of the first film, the film begins with Jake Sully living a peaceful life as the leader of the Omadakea clan and raising a family with his wife Neytiri, including his children Medium and Loeke and his daughter Tuck, his adopted daughter Kiri, born from Grace Augustine's avatar, and a human child named Bug, the son of Miles Quaritch. Despite some initial hesitation from Neytiri, all the children get along well, including Bug, who is loved by Kiri despite his human origins. However, their peaceful life is interrupted when they see a strange star in the sky, which turns out to be a RDA spaceship returning to Pandora to colonize it once again. Among the new arrivals on the ship is Colonel Quaritch, who has been cloned into a Nosic's body and had his memories transferred from before his death. He has no memory of his defeat by Jake, but is fueled by his mission to eliminate him. To protect Pandora, Jake leads a guerrilla campaign against the RDA, but during one of the operations, Loeke gets injured while trying to help Jake. That night, The Batman is a movie about the second year of Batman's fight against crime as he uncovers a dangerous corruption scheme within Gotham that is linked to his own family and a mysterious serial killer called the Riddler. The film avoids delving into Batman's origin story and focuses more on following Bruce Wayne, Batman, as he faces the dangers that fill Gotham. The film uses its 3-hour runtime to masterfully craft its iconic characters in a unique way. The captivating detective trailer by director Matt Reeves has won over fans who eagerly awaited a new version of the beloved superhero. This movie is definitely not for everyone. It's the darkest, most depressing and unusual comic book movie to date. It's a detective story that follows the investigation of a complicated crime. Some people note that the film has a long lyric and may be slow. It's so unhurried and immersed in long shots that sometimes it feels like you're watching a painting from the other side. This is the same noir style that everyone has missed for so long. Mining is the 5th part and, as it were, a prequel to the first 4 films. The director Dan Trachtenberg reworked the franchise by adding a peculiar origin story. The first contact with the Yaja is set in 1719 on the Great Northern Plains of Naru. Sees what she thinks is a thunderbird in the sky. She decides it's a sign that she's ready to prove herself in a new role. But soon, while hunting a mountain lion, doesn't encounter a creature much more dangerous than any they've ever hunted. To be honest, for this is the first film for me since The Predators of the 10th year that was interesting to watch, and for me this is the best film in the entire franchise since the 90s. Dan Trachtenberg did what no one could do before him. The Space Hunter finally became menacing and awesome again. No original creative, scary intense film. Jordan Peele continues to amaze audiences with his directing skills and out-of-the-box ideas. 6 months after his father's death in a freak accident, siblings are trying to keep the family business afloat earlier with movie and commercial horses. According to the official synopsis, extremely bad. However, one day in their remote valley somewhere in the depths of California, something terribly and chilling happens to the hero. It seems that they have discovered a UFO. They see it as an opportunity to get rich and decide to film it at any cost. However, this summary is not that it is not accurate, slightly simplified, and will lead you on the wrong track. Trust me, the film is fraught with a lot more surprises and discoveries, and watch detailed reviews and trailer before watching the film. I would highly not recommend this first-class film from a technical point of view. And neatly thanks to the soundtrack, incredible tension is created. Project Adam. According to the plot, in 2050, pilot Adam Reed steals a plane that allows him to travel in time. His superiors are chasing him, but he manages to slip away and escape. However, having mistakenly got to 2022 there, he meets his young version of Health, and whose DNA signature is very important to Adam from the future for time travel and sorely needed to save the world as a whole. The film is a fantastic action movie, but despite the abundance of suspenseful moments, the Adam Project uses a childish adult version of the character to explore family relationships, and this is really a great family film for all ages, drawing inspiration from classic films like Flight. Navigator. It has excellent cinematography, good acting, plays a fairly strong script, and adequate humor. Of course, Adam's Project is a popcorn movie. You just need to sit on the sofa, spend an hour and a half in front of the screen. Nevertheless, this is one of the few films that really manages to entertain you despite the fact that it is built around such a complex phenomenon as time travel, the crime of the future, and that if people no longer felt pain. And David Cronenberg has their own vision of such a universe. According to the synopsis, in the gloomy anti-utopian world, people are forced to adapt to the synthetic environment surrounding them. As a result, new transformations of mutations. In the center of the plot are the famous performer of the tensor performances, having achieved the success of atypical internal organs in his body and publicly demonstrating the metamorphoses of the body of Vainhard performances. Naturally, the name of Cronenberg is well known to fans of such a sunset as body horror, and in the crimes of his future, creativity reaches a new extreme degree of a disgusting injury and reflections on the nature of evolution. There are a side of the plot line of decoration. Cinematographs. The background of this picture original, unique, well-performed, special effects first class, with fantastic prices of operations, and bloodshed, despite very small budget. However, such to Eno, definitely not for the impressive. On this, I have everything today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, then don't hesitate to share the link to it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and press the buttons under the player, and see you in the next issue. Bye.